Act 1, Scene 1. The Isle of Athelney in Somersetshire, a wild country. A shepherd's cot on one side. At a distance sheep are grazing on a hill. Corin and Emma.
Emma to see against yon aged oak, pensive and lost in thought, he leans his head. Poor though he seem, he is no common man, modest of carriage and of speech most gracious, as if some saint or angel in disguise had graced our lowly cottage with his presence. He steals, I know not how, into the heart, and makes it pant to serve him.
Trust me, Corin, this is some chief that from our deadly foe, the haughty, cruel, unbelieving Dane, seeks shelter here.
And shelter he shall find.
But the raging foe is all around us. We dare not keep him here.
I'll not betray him. Just heaven forbid that e'er British man should count for gain what villainy must earn.
Heir.
Though to a desert isle confined, in humble poverty we live, the honest heart, the virtuous mind, our riches splendor cannot give. These hands inured to daily toil shall sow the ground, shall plough and reap, and cheerfully improve the soil, thee and thy lovely babes to keep.
Thou hast a heart sweet pity loves to dwell in, but think upon our safety.
O just gods! When shall I see due vengeance on these Danes that war with heaven and us?
Alas, my love, these passions misbecome the poor man's state. To heaven and to the rulers of the land leave all such thoughts, and wisely seek content from rural plainness and an humble mind.
Heir.
The shepherd's plain life, without guilt, without strife, can only true blessings impart, as nature directs. That bliss he expects from health and from quiet of heart. Vain grandeur and power, those joys of an hour, though mortals are toiling to find, can titles or show contentment bestow? All happiness dwells in the mind. Behold the gay rose, how lovely it grows, secure in the depth of the vale. Yon oak that on high aspires to the sky, both lightning and tempests assail.
Duetto.
Then let us the snare of ambition beware,
that source of vexation and smart, in sport on the glade, or repose in the shade,
with health and with quiet of heart.
Exeunt. Alfred advances.
How long, sweet heaven, how long shall red war desolate this prostrate land? All is lost, and Alfred lives to tell it. His cities laid in dust, his subjects slaughtered, or into slaves debased. The murderous foe, proud and exulting in the general shame. O ruined people, miserable England!
Heir.
Genius of Britannia's isle, hope inspiring, ardour firing, gracious Dane, one heavenly smile, help this island to defend. O protect me, O direct me, to attain the glorious end.
Enter Eltruda and Prince Edward.
Come, dear companion of thy mother's sorrow, at length we have escaped the bloody Danes, whose ravenous pursuit had reached the cloister, where safety forced us to retire concealed.
This letter tells us that my royal father is sheltered in this isle. But where, alas, shall I direct your slow and weary steps?
Heir.
Come, calm content, though late possessed, resume thy mansion in my breast. Sweet fugitive, return, return, for sorrow there delights to mourn. Thou balmy comfort, bring repose, or welcome death to end my woes.
Come on, sweet youth, be Providence our guide.
Exeunt. Enter Alfred.
What blooming lady of majestic form, led by a gallant youth of manly prime, are driven by fate to seek protection here?
Eltruda sings behind the scenes.
Sweet valley.
Melodious songstress, how thy plaintive voice sighs through the vale, and wakes the mournful echo.
Eltruda sings.
Sweet valley, say where pensive lying, for me, our children, England sighing, the best of mortals leans his head, ye fountains dimpled by my sorrow, ye brooks that my complaining borrow, O lead me to his lonely bed. Or if my lover deep woods you cover, ah, whisper where your shadows round him spread.
Sure, by the voice and purport of the song, this generous mourner is my queen Eltruda. Away, deluding thoughts, it cannot be. O bounteous heaven, 'tis my queen and son.
My love, my life, my ever-honoured husband, oh, take me to thy arms, with toil o'ercome, and sudden transport, thus at once to find thee, in this wild forest, pathless and perplexed.
Come to my soul, thou dearest, best of women. O welcome, valiant Edward.
Dearest father, the heartfelt joy that rises at thy presence has made amends for all my sorrows past.
Air.
Why beats my heart with such devotion? Why swim my eyes when you are near? 'Tis love that gives the busy motion, 'tis joy that drops the falling tear.
Kind heaven that sent this unexpected blessing may yet have many happy days in store. To yonder homely cot let us retire, for to the pipe and tabor's merry sound the rural nymphs and swains will soon advance, suiting their carols to the rustic dance.
Trio.
Let not those who love complain,
If to part is killing pain.
'Tis to make the bliss more dear.
when the hour of meeting's near.
O joy of joys, we meet today.
To part no more. Away, away.
For love has long arrears to pay.
Exeunt. Enter Emma.
Wished evening now is come. In this soft hour, close of our daily toil, in mirth shall pass. But wherefore thus delays each lad and lass his sportive measures on the verdant grass?
Air.
If those who live in shepherd's bower press not the gay and stately bed, the new-mown hay and breathing flower, a softer couch beneath them spread, if those who sit at shepherd's board soothe not their taste with wanton art, they take what nature's gifts afford, and take it with a cheerful heart. If those who drain the shepherd's bowl no high and sparkling wines can boast, with wholesome cups they clear the soul, and crown them with the village toast. If those who join in shepherd's sport, dancing on the daisied ground, have not the splendor of a court, yet love adorns the merry round.
Pastoral Invocation. Nymphs and shepherds come away, wanton in the sweets of May. Trip it o'er the flowery lawns, swifter than the bounding fawns. Frolic, buxom, blithe and gay, nymphs and shepherds come away. Enter Corin, with him nymphs, shepherds, peasants, etc. Chorus. We come from hill, from dale and grove, faithful to friendship, true to love. Gay health the produce of our soil, and sweet our pleasures after toil. End of the first act. Act 2, Scene 1. A garden. Night, the moon shining. A nymph is discovered, pensively reclined on a bank. Eltruda and Emma.
Comfort, sweet lady, whate'er the cause of this so deep-felt sorrow, relenting heaven may kindly interpose. And if sad sympathy can lighten woe, O cast a pitying eye towards yonder glade, where Edith, all abandoned to despair, hangs weeping o'er the brook.
Air.
Love's the tyrant of the heart, full of mischief, full of woe. All his joys are mixed with smart, thorns beneath his roses grow, and serpent-like he stings the breast, where he is harboured and caressed.
Alas, poor nymph, but she advances. Let us withdraw and listen.
Edith advances to a slow symphony. Recitative accompanied.
O fatal love of fame, O cruel war, that tore my Damon from these widowed arms, detested bloody field where fell my love, give me back my slain. Ah, no, he sleeps in death's embrace. In vain sad Edith calls, and wastes her sorrows on the desert air.
Air.
A youth adorned with every art, to warm and win the coldest heart, in secret mine possessed. The morning bud that fairest blows, the vernal oak that straightest grows, his face and shape expressed. In moving sounds he told his tale, soft as the sighings of the gale, that wakes the flowery year. What wonder he could charm with ease, whom happy nature formed to please, whom love had made sincere. At morn he left me, fought and fell. The fatal evening heard his knell, and saw the tears I shed, tears that must ever, ever fall. For no sighs the past recall, no cries awake the dead.
Exit. Enter Eltruda and Emma.
No cause but love could wake such piercing grief. The unrelenting iron hand of war has crushed the cottage with the lofty palace. This melancholy scene indulges sorrow. Retire, kind nymph, and leave me to my thoughts.
Exit Emma. Air.
O peace, the fairest child of heaven, to whom the sylvan reign was given, the vale, the fountain, and the grove, with every softer scene of love. Return, sweet peace, to cheer the weeping swain. Return with ease and pleasure in thy train.
Scene 2. The cot. Enter Alfred.
Why does my love to this untimely sky expose her health? The dews of night fall fast, the chill breeze sighs aloud.
My dearest lord, think not my eyes shall e'er be sealed with sleep, while Alfred wakes, oppressed with racking cares, for me, his children, and his bleeding country.
Amazing virtue joined to matchless beauty, come to my faithful heart, there grow for ever.
Air.
From the dawn of early morning to the shades of night returning, still these guardian arms shall press thee, shield from danger, and caress thee, driving far each anxious care. Love his downy wings extending, o'er thy pillow lowly bending, shall protect my blooming fair.
Enter Prince Edward.
Great sir, a messenger from valiant Edwin commends this letter to your royal hand.
Now, Edward, fortune smiles or frowns for ever.
Alfred reads.
O bounteous heaven, this sense of liberty.
Alfred reads again.
Incredible, in these surrounding woods, when night's dark mantle shall descend to veil them, 1,200 men, accoutred at all points, the hardy gleanings of the well-fought field, behind yon rushy brook, from hence due east, will meet, expecting Alfred for their leader.
O loyal Edwin!
Fortunate event!
Heir.
As calm succeed when storms are past, and still the raging main, so joy will have its hour at last, and borrow sweets from pain. No more we'll shun the face of day, beneath these shades to mourn. All joys with Alfred fled away, all meet in his return.
Flourish of instruments in the air.
Listen, my lord. Sure this is fairy ground. What heavenly notes sail on the ambient air?
A slow symphony. Enter spirits.
Hear, Alfred, father of the state, thy genius heaven's high will declare. What proves the hero truly great is never, never to despair.
Chorus.
Sing, heavenly choristers, sing, sing, to cheerful lays your voices raise, and fire to glory England's King.
Thy hope awake, thy heart expand, with all its vigour, all its fires. Arise and save a sinking land. Thy country calls, and heaven inspires. Earth calls, and heaven inspires. Exeunt.
Hail, ye blessed spirits! Your enchanting song has raised a drooping monarch to new life. New hopes, new triumphs swell my bounding heart.
Eltruda's heir.
Gracious heaven, O hear me! Let vengeance long suspended strike at the guilty breast. The Danish race shall fear thee, thy saving arm extended to succour the oppressed.
Edward, observe, one castle still is ours, though close begirt and shaken by the Danes. Thou knowest there is a path that, underground, from Kinworth forest winds in deep descent, and in the fortress ends.
I know it well.
Away, brave youth, and animate the few, those Englishmen who yet deserve the name.
What time, great sire, shall I expect your troops?
At 3, these men, with Alfred at their head, shall in the rear assail the hostile camp, while your warm sally pours upon the front.
Smile, righteous heaven, on this enterprise.
Heir.
Vengeance, O come, inspire me. Virtue and freedom, fire me. Join me, ye sons of glory. The foe shall fly before ye, and fame record your story. In never dying lays, the peaceful dove shall soar on high, the Danish raven droop and die, and every loyal heart shall vie to merit Alfred's praise.
Exit.
Now, lovely Eltrude, to our homely cot, where thou shalt see me clothed in martial terror, vindictive in the cause of liberty.
Alfred's heir.
Though storms awhile the sun obscure, no cloud can quench his genial ray. Though loft to view, he shines as pure, as bright as in the blaze of day. At length, triumphant o'er the night, his beams prevail, and all is light.
A new funeral dirge in honour of the heroes who die in the service of their country, supposed to be sung to Alfred by aerial spirits. Grand chorus. How sleep the brave who sink to rest, by all their country's wishes blessed. Air and chorus. When spring with dewy fingers cold returns to deck their hallowed mould, she then shall dress a sweeter sod than fancy's feet have ever trod. How sleep the brave who sink to rest, by all their country's wishes blessed. Air.
Their honour comes a pilgrim grey, to bless the turf that wraps their clay, and freedom shall a while repair, to dwell a weeping hermit there.
Chorus and semi-chorus. By hands unseen the knell is rung, by fairy forms their dirge is sung. Grand chorus. How sleep the brave who sink to rest, by all their country's wishes blessed. End of the second act. Act 3, Scene 1. A meadow. Corin and haymakers at work. When Corin speaks, they flock about him. Enter Corin and Emma.
O happy hour! O pleasing joyful news! That pious man whose simple dress bespake him, some woodman of the dale, was royal Alfred, our most gracious king.
More wonders yet, that gentle lady whom we serve and honour is good Eltruda, England's matchless queen.
Chorus.
O joyful tale!
Conduct protectum, heaven.
Emma's air.
Safe beneath this lowly dwelling, tales of love and sorrow telling, they beguiled each other's care, with this rural scene delighted. Mars and Venus seemed united, he so brave and she so fair.
Prince Edward is dispatched to Kenwith Castle. 1,200 men are marching to the forest to attack the Danes, with Alfred at their head.
Chorus.
O blessed day!
O happy, happy isle!
Should England succeed, we'll crown the day's labour with ale and good cheer, the pipe and the tabor. Each nymph shall be kind and each shepherd be gay, if England, old England, but conquers today. Enter Eltruda.
Ah me, what fears oppress my throbbing heart! This dreadful hour determines England's fate. O Alfred, O my husband, shield him, heaven! The cause is thine. O save my sinking country!
Air.
Guardian angels now descend, gracious Alfred to defend. Preserve him from each hostile snare, and show that virtue is your care.
Enter Corin, Emma, shepherds, shepherdesses, peasants, etc.
My royal queen, I bring you joyful news. The king returns victorious.
Thanks, kind heaven. I fly to meet the lord of all my wishes.
Exit.
Here let us post ourselves to give him welcome, and dedicate the interim to mirth.
Air and chorus.
Arise, sweet messenger of morn, with thy mild beams this isle adorn. For long as shepherds pipe and play, this shall be a holiday. See, morn appears, a rosy hue steals soft o'er yonder orient blue. Well are we met in trim array to frolic out this holiday. Each nymph be like the blushing morn that gaily brightens o'er the lawn. Each shepherd like the sun be gay and grateful keep this holiday.
Scene the last. Trumpets and drums are heard at a distance. Enter soldiers, who march up the stage and range themselves up the side. The English banners are displayed. Edwin follows with the Danish ensign torn, after which comes Prince Edward, and last of all Alfred and Eltruda. As they advance, a cheerful march is played, accompanied with a side drum. Chorus. Speak drums, speak trumpets to the skies, to heaven resound our grateful praise. Let Alfred's fame exalted rise, the tyrant dame confounded lies, and peace shall crown our future days.
Thus may I ever greet my gentle queen, my gallant friends, and every faithful subject, assist their wants, encourage home-bred arts, and save them from the wreck of foreign plunder.
O my dear lord, to see thee, hold thee thus, is rapture, ecstasy beyond expression.
Now freedom has shook off his galling fetters, and boldly strides at large through happy Britain.
Air.
See liberty, virtue, and honor appearing, with smiles and caresses each other endearing.
To keep the dear blessing so hardly obtained, let virtue secure what our valor has gained.
We can only boast of our national right, when liberty, virtue, and honor unite.
Britons, proceed, the subject deep command, or with your navies every hostile land. In vain their threats, their armies all are vain. They rule the balanced world, who rule the main.
A grand ode in honour of Great Britain.
When Britain first at heaven's command arose from out the azure main, this was the charter of the land, and guardian angels sung this strain. Rule Britannia, rule the waves, Britons never will be slaves.
The nations not so blessed as thee must in their turns to tyrants fall, while thou shalt flourish great and free, the dread and envy of them all.
Rule Britannia, rule the waves, Britons never will be slaves.
Thee haughty tyrants ne'er shall tame, all their attempts to bend thee down will but arouse thy generous flame, but work their woe and thy renown.
Rule Britannia, rule the waves, Britons never will be slaves. Eltruda and Grand Chorus.
The Muses still with freedom found shall to thy happy coast repair, blest isle with matchless beauty crowned, and manly hearts to guard the fair.
Rule Britannia, rule the waves, Britons never, never, never will be slaves. Finis. End of Alfred the Great by Thomas Arne.